Welcome to Stories for Kids, where imagination comes alive. Hit subscribe and let the storytelling begin.
Once upon a time, in a quiet town named Willow Creek, there was an old library that had stood for over a century. The library was a grand, imposing building with tall, arched windows and shelves that reached up to the high ceilings. Despite its grandeur, the library was rarely visited. The townsfolk whispered that the library was haunted, but no one had ever confirmed the stories. Three friends, Emma, Lucas, and Mia, were intrigued by the rumors. They were in middle school and loved adventures. One summer evening, as the sun began to set and the shadows grew long, they decided to investigate the old library. As they approached the building, the air grew colder, and an eerie silence enveloped them. The heavy wooden door creaked open with a push, and they stepped inside. The smell of old books and dust filled the air. Their footsteps echoed as they walked across the marble floor. They started exploring the vast aisles, filled with ancient tomes and forgotten stories. The deeper they went, the darker it became. They found an old reading room with a massive fireplace and antique furniture covered in white sheets. Emma, the bravest of the group, suggested they split up to cover more ground. Lucas and Mia reluctantly agreed. Emma took the left wing, Lucas the right, and Mia went upstairs. As Emma wandered through the darkened corridors, she felt a chill run down her spine. She could hear faint whispers, but she couldn't make out the words. She kept moving, her flashlight casting eerie shadows on the walls. Lucas, meanwhile, found himself in the rare books section. The air was thick with dust, and the shelves were lined with ancient, leather-bound volumes. As he examined a particularly old book, he heard a soft thud behind him. He turned around, but there was nothing there. Shaking off his unease, he continued his search. Mia climbed the grand staircase to the second floor. The creaking steps made her heart race. As she reached the top, she noticed a door slightly ajar at the end of the hallway. Gathering her courage, she approached it. Inside, she found a small, dimly lit room with a single table and a large, ornate mirror on the wall. Curious, Mia stepped closer to the mirror. As she did, she saw something move in the reflection. She turned around quickly, but the room was empty. She looked back at the mirror and saw a figure standing behind her in the reflection, a pale, ghostly figure of a woman in old-fashioned clothes. Panicking, Mia ran downstairs, calling for her friends. Emma and Lucas rushed to her side, and she told them what she had seen. Determined to get to the bottom of the mystery, they decided to check out the room together. As they entered the room, the temperature dropped noticeably. The mirror seemed to glow with an otherworldly light. Suddenly, the ghostly figure appeared again, this time clearer. She looked at them with sad, pleading eyes. "Help me," she whispered. The children, though scared, felt a strange empathy for the ghost. They asked how they could help. The ghostly woman told them that she was trapped in the library, unable to move on because of a locket hidden somewhere in the building. If they could find it and place it by the mirror, she would be free. Driven by a mix of fear and determination, the friends began their search. They scoured the library, looking through every nook and cranny. Hours passed, and they were about to give up when Emma found a small, ornate box hidden behind a stack of old books. Inside was a beautiful, antique locket. They rushed back to the room and placed the locket by the mirror. The ghostly figure appeared once more, a look of gratitude on her face. The room filled with a soft, warm light, and the ghost began to fade. "Thank you," she whispered as she disappeared. The library returned to its normal, quiet state. The children left, their hearts pounding but filled with a sense of accomplishment. They had solved the mystery and helped a lost soul find peace. From that day on, the old library of Willow Creek was no longer a place of fear. The townsfolk began visiting again, and the children were hailed as heroes. The library's ghostly past became a story of bravery and friendship, and the old building stood as a testament to the power of compassion and courage.